Good evening, everyone. In every moment of our lives, we are faced with choices, challenges, and opportunities. What sets apart those who merely navigate life from those who truly excel is not just talent or resources, it is the ability to ask the right questions. The questions we ask shape our perceptions, guide our decisions, and ultimately determine our outcomes. They have the power to unlock doors we didn't even know existed and to turn ordinary moments into extraordinary opportunities. When faced with a problem, our natural instinct is often to focus on what is wrong. Why is this happening to me? Who is to blame? These are common reactions, but they seldom lead to productive solutions. Instead, they anchor us to the problem itself. The right question to ask in such moments is not rooted in blame or frustration, but in possibility and action. For example, instead of asking why something failed, a more effective question would be, what can I learn from this experience? Shift in perspective transforms a setback into a stepping stone. It repositions failure as a temporary state rather than a permanent condition. Consider the innovators and trailblazers who have shaped our world. They all have one thing in common: they ask questions no one else was asking. Think about Thomas Edison and the invention of the light bulb. Instead of accepting the limitations of existing technology, he asked, how can we create a reliable and affordable source of light? This question drove years of experimentation and failure, but eventually led to one of the most significant inventions in human history. Asking the right question does not guarantee immediate success, but it does pave the way for progress. Another critical aspect of asking the right questions is self-awareness. We often ask questions about external circumstances, but how often do we pause to question ourselves? Am I using my strengths to their fullest potential? What fears are holding me back? These are not easy questions to confront, but they are essential for personal growth. When we become intentional about questioning our own assumptions and behaviors, we open ourselves to new possibilities. Self-reflection through purposeful questioning can lead to profound insights about what truly matters in our lives and how we can align our actions with our values. The power of the right questions extends beyond personal development. It is a cornerstone of effective leadership. Great leaders understand that their role is not to have all the answers, but to inspire others to find their own solutions. They ask questions that challenge their teams to think differently and stretch their limits. How can we do this better? What would success look like in this scenario? These types of questions encourage collaboration, creativity, and ownership of ideas. They transform teams from a group of individuals into a cohesive unit with a shared vision and purpose. In business, asking the right questions can mean the difference between thriving and merely surviving. Companies that consistently innovate are those that challenge the status quo by asking, what if? What if we approach this from a completely different angle? What if we could solve this problem in a way that no one else has thought of? These questions are the seeds of innovation. They disrupt conventional thinking and force us to explore uncharted territory. The most successful entrepreneurs are not necessarily those with the most resources, but those with the ability to see possibilities where others see obstacles. On a personal level, the right questions can profoundly impact our relationships. How often do we truly listen when someone speaks to us? Instead of assuming we know what others need or want, we can ask questions that show genuine interest and empathy. How are you really feeling? What can I do to support you? These simple yet powerful questions build trust and deepen connections. They demonstrate that we care enough to go beyond surface level interactions and seek to understand others on a deeper level. Asking the right questions is not just a skill, it is a mindset. It requires curiosity, humility, and the willingness to embrace uncertainty. It is about shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset where every challenge is seen as an opportunity to learn and improve. This mindset empowers us to approach life with an open heart and an open mind, ready to explore possibilities we may never have considered before. So how can we start asking better questions today? First, we must practice mindfulness. Pay attention to the questions you ask yourself and others throughout the day. Are they focused on problems or solutions? Are they limiting or empowering? Second, we must cultivate curiosity. Approach every situation with the intent to learn something new. Finally, we must be brave enough to ask the questions that truly matter, even if the answers may be uncomfortable or uncertain. The power of the right questions lies in their ability to change the trajectory of our lives. They unlock doors to opportunities we never imagined and give us the tools to turn our dreams into reality. By embracing the art of asking better questions, we can transform the way we think, lead, and connect. In doing so, we not only unlock opportunities for ourselves, but also inspire others to do the same. Communication is the foundation of every relationship we have, whether it's personal, professional, or even the relationship we hold with ourselves. Yet so often we struggle to connect, we misinterpret intentions, and we fail to truly hear or be heard. What if I told you that the key to effective communication lies not in what you say, but in the questions you ask? Asking the right questions is a skill that transforms conversations from superficial exchanges into meaningful dialogues that build trust, foster understanding, and create deeper connections. This is the essence of Ask This, the blueprint for effective communication. It begins with understanding that questions are not just tools for gathering information, they are bridges to connection. When you ask a question, you signal curiosity and respect. You say, I see you, I value your perspective, and I'm open to learning from you. But not all questions are created equal. The questions you ask shape the tone and direction of a conversation. They can either open doors or close them, build trust, or erode it. The first principle of Ask This is to ask open-ended questions. These are questions that invite exploration rather than restricting answers to a simple yes or no. For example, instead of asking, did you have a good day, you might ask, what was the most interesting part of your day? This slight shift opens up space for the other person to share more of their experience, their thoughts, and their feelings. Open-ended questions show that you're not just seeking facts, you're interested in the story behind them. Another key principle is to focus on questions that promote understanding rather than judgment. It's easy to slip into judgmental questioning without even realizing it. Why did you do it that way can feel accusatory and defensive, but a question like, can you walk me through your thought process, shows genuine curiosity and invites a thoughtful response. When we frame our questions with empathy, we create a safe space for open and honest communication. Equally important is the timing of your questions. Effective communication isn't just about what you say, it's about when you say it. A well-timed question can diffuse tension, clarify misunderstandings, and bring a conversation back on track. If emotions are running high, sometimes the best question is the simplest, how can I support you right now? It's a reminder that not every conversation needs a solution immediately, sometimes it just needs presence. Active listening is a non-negotiable part of this blueprint. It's not enough to ask the right questions, you must also truly listen to the answers. That means not interrupting, not thinking ahead to your response, and not letting distractions pull your attention away. When someone feels heard, they feel valued, and when they feel valued, they are more likely to open up and engage meaningfully. So when you ask a question, pause, listen fully, and acknowledge their response before moving forward. Body language is another silent but powerful aspect of Ask This. Your nonverbal cues can either reinforce your words or contradict them. Lean and maintain eye contact and nod to show you're engaged. A relaxed and open posture can make the other person feel more at ease and willing to share. Sometimes your body speaks louder than your words, so be mindful of what it's saying. In professional settings, asking the right questions can transform team dynamics and productivity. Imagine you're in a meeting and a project isn't going as planned. Instead of assigning blame with what went wrong, try asking, what can we learn from this and how can we move forward? This shifts the focus from the problem to the solution and encourages a culture of growth and resilience. Great leaders are not those who have all the answers, but those who ask the questions that inspire others to find the answers together. In personal relationships, questions can deepen intimacy and trust. Asking, how do you feel about this decision, or what can I do to make things easier for you, shows that you care about the other person's experience and well-being. It's not about interrogating, it's about inviting them to share and being willing to receive whatever they have to say. Ultimately, Ask This is about choosing curiosity over assumptions, empathy over judgment, and connection over control. It's a practice that requires intention, but the rewards are transformative. Conversations become opportunities for growth rather than battlegrounds for dominance. The relationships become stronger, richer, and more fulfilling. So the next time you're in a conversation, pause before you speak and ask yourself this: what question can I ask that will bring us closer together? Because when you ask the right question, you don't just exchange words, you create understanding, trust, and connection. That's the true power of communication, and it starts with you. Curiosity is the engine of growth. It's the force that has driven humanity to innovate, explore, and solve some of the most complex challenges in history. But curiosity is not just a trait for inventors, scientists, or dreamers. It is an essential skill for everyone who wants to grow personally or professionally. Asking questions is the most direct and powerful way to spark curiosity and drive meaningful growth in our lives. This is why the title asks this: the science of curiosity and growth encapsulates a fundamental truth. The questions we ask shape the paths we take, the connections we build, and the possibilities we create. From a scientific perspective, curiosity activates specific areas in the brain associated with learning and reward. When we ask questions, dopamine, the feel-good chemical, is released, priming us for exploration and discovery. This biological response fuels our desire to seek answers, to dive deeper, and to learn more. It's not just about satisfying our curiosity, it's about the neurological reward that keeps us coming back for more. This mechanism explains why we remember answers to our own questions more effectively than information that is passively presented to us. By asking the right questions, we engage our minds and commit to the process of growth. Curiosity isn't just about gathering knowledge, it's about transforming the way we perceive the world. When we adopt a curious mindset, we challenge assumptions and explore multiple perspectives. This shift in thinking leads to innovation and problem solving. Imagine encountering a challenge, and instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" you ask, "What can I learn from this situation?" or "How might this experience prepare me for future opportunities?" These types of empowering questions open doors to new possibilities rather than shutting them down. One of the most remarkable aspects of curiosity is its contagious nature. When you exhibit genuine curiosity, you inspire those around you to do the same. Whether in the workplace, at home, or in a community setting, curiosity can foster an environment where creativity flourishes and collaboration thrives. Leaders who ask thoughtful questions set a tone of openness and exploration, encouraging their teams to think critically and share ideas freely. This culture of curiosity leads to higher engagement, stronger relationships, and better results. A curious mindset also builds resilience. Life is full of unexpected turns and challenges, but those who ask empowering questions in the face of adversity are better equipped to navigate uncertainty. Questions like, "What's the opportunity hidden in this challenge?" or "Who can I turn to for support?" redirect our focus from the problem to the solution. This approach not only helps us overcome obstacles, but also strengthens our ability to adapt and grow. But how do we cultivate curiosity in a world that often prioritizes quick answers over thoughtful inquiry? It starts with a willingness to embrace uncertainty. Curiosity thrives in the unknown. When we allow ourselves to say, "I don't know, but I want to find out," we create space for exploration and discovery. Asking open-ended questions rather than seeking definitive answers encourages deeper thinking and fosters meaningful conversations. Practical strategies can help us integrate curiosity into our daily lives. First, adopt a beginner's mindset. Approach every situation as if you were encountering it for the first time. Ask, "What am I overlooking?" or "What could I learn if I saw this from another angle?" Second, be intentional about the questions you ask. Instead of asking, "Can this be done?" ask, "How might this be done?" which shifts the focus from limitation to possibility. Third, surround yourself with diverse perspectives. Engaging with people who think differently from you challenges your assumptions and broadens your understanding. Parents, educators, and leaders have a special role in nurturing curiosity in others. When we encourage children to ask why, or "What if we plant the seeds of lifelong learning?" When educators frame lessons around compelling questions, students become active participants in their own education. When leaders ask their teams, "What do you think?" or "How could we do this differently?" they empower individuals to contribute meaningfully. Curiosity is not just an individual pursuit, it is a collective force that drives humanity forward. Every great innovation, every breakthrough, and every act of progress began with a question. By embracing curiosity and asking empowering questions, we tap into a powerful tool for growth. We begin to see challenges, opportunities, mistakes as lessons, and the unknown as a playground for discovery. As you leave here today, I encourage you to take a moment and reflect on the questions you ask yourself and others. Are they fueling your growth? Are they challenging your assumptions? Are they leading you to explore uncharted territory? Remember, curiosity isn't just about finding answers, it's about creating a life filled with wonder, possibility, and transformation. So as you move forward into your personal and professional journey, ask this: what's possible when I let curiosity lead the way? Challenges are an inevitable part of life, whether personal or professional. We all face moments where the weight of obstacles seems overwhelming and the path forward is unclear. But what if I told you that the secret to overcoming these challenges lies not in avoiding them, but in reframing how we see them? The key is in the questions we ask ourselves when faced with adversity, and the power of transforming challenges into possibilities begins with one simple yet profound shift: asking the right questions. When life throws difficulties our way, our instinct is often to ask, why? Why is this happening to me? Why am I the one dealing with this? This is a natural reaction, but it keeps us stuck in a cycle of frustration and helplessness. It focuses our energy on the problem and robs us of the opportunity to discover solutions instead. What if we asked a different question? What if we replaced why with what can I learn from this? What is this challenge teaching me? How can I use this experience to grow? Asking what question shifts our focus from victimhood to empowerment. It changes the narrative from one of resistance to one of resilience. When you ask what, you open yourself to the possibilities hidden within the challenge. For example, think about a time when you faced a professional setback. Perhaps a missed promotion, a failed project, or even losing a job. In those moments, it is easy to feel defeated, but by asking, what can I learn from this, you turn failure into feedback. Maybe the experience highlighted skills you need to develop, or areas where you could improve. Asking what invites self-reflection and creates a roadmap for moving forward. The same principle applies to personal challenges, whether it is a difficult relationship, a health issue, or a financial struggle. The questions you ask define the direction of your journey. If you ask, why is this relationship so hard, you focus on the pain and problems. But if you ask, what can I do to bring understanding, or how can I contribute to a positive outcome, you take ownership of your role in the solution. Asking these types of questions fosters creativity, collaboration, and growth. Let us consider the story of Thomas Edison, one of history's greatest inventors. When attempting to create the electric light bulb, Edison failed thousands of times. If he had focused on why he kept failing, he might have given up. Instead, he famously reframed failure as discovery. He said, "I have not failed, I have just found 10,000 ways that will not work." By asking what he learned from each attempt, he eventually succeeded and changed the world forever. This mindset of turning challenges into possibilities is what sets achievers apart. The art of asking transformative questions is not just about reframing failure, it is also about identifying opportunities hidden within obstacles. Imagine a business owner facing a sudden market downturn. They could ask, why is this happening, which might lead to blame and inaction. Or they could ask, what are the unmet needs in this new market? How can I pivot my approach to serve my customers better? These questions spark innovation. They encourage thinking outside the box and often lead to breakthroughs that would have been impossible otherwise. One practical way to apply this is by creating a habit of conscious questioning. Start by noticing your inner dialogue. The automatic questions you ask when you face a challenge, are they empowering or limiting? Write them down and consciously reframe them into what or how questions. For instance, instead of why is this so unfair, ask how can I make the best of this situation? This practice helps you retrain your mind to focus on solutions rather than problems. Another powerful tool is to involve others in your questioning process. When faced with challenges, reach out to mentors, colleagues, or loved ones. Ask them how they might approach the situation, what insights they can offer. Collaboration often reveals perspectives we cannot see on our own. It broadens the scope of possibilities and reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. It is also important to remember that transforming challenges into possibilities is not about minimizing the difficulty or pretending problems do not exist. It is about embracing reality while choosing to see beyond it. It is about recognizing that every obstacle carries a seed of opportunity if we are willing to look for it. By asking the right questions, we do not just solve problems, we grow stronger, wiser, and more capable of handling whatever comes next.